There we go. Okay, ahoy everyone who may be... yeah. Hello everyone who may be watching this on YouTube later. Come on. Alright, need to quickly switch over to the game scene. There we go. Because this game does not like the window capture. I forgot that for a second. Yeah, we just finished up with Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos. And, well, since we have plenty of time left, we are starting with SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamech. We have showcased this game before, but only for half an hour. And yeah, now we're going for the full playthrough.
Yeah,
So,
and again, there is another one after this one. I forgot its name. It is not Heist.
now there are... I remember SteamWorld Build, and there's SteamWorld Heist 2. I don't remember any others in the franchise at the moment.
There is one more. Probably is. If I saw it during the pandemic on Mr. Falcon's channel.
Okay. Which difficulty would you say to go for? Squire, battles are easier and you'll have an easier time overall. Or Knight, a suitable difficulty level for most players.
You ask me. I'll probably go with Squire for the sake of the story.
Let's check that. Hope maybe we can change difficulty in game, but
son. Oh, Dad, tell me a story first, please.
Oh? You want to hear another tall tale from the high seas, do you?
No, not another pirate story. I want to hear about dragons and knights in shining armor.
Dragons, you say? Well, then we have to go way back to the age of heroes.
When our world was still young and innocent, the gods grew born and forged a heart of evil and placed it in the chest of a behemoth. A true hero was called upon, and by his hand, the corrupted heart of the monster was torn out and buried where it could do no harm. Over the years, his heroic deeds fell into obscurity. Instead, heroes of fortune spread across the land like a shadow. But there was still light to be found. Our story begins with two such lights. Two friends strolling through the forest in search of a mushroom.
okay.
Are you sure you're not reading your diary?
No. Also, now that we've played through,
The Knight and the Alchemist.
now that we've played through SteamWorld Heist, I forgot their name, but that was our first. That character talking to their grandson or son. Yeah, that was one of the crew from SteamWorld Heist. I'm pretty sure the one you were voicing.
Yeah, I want to say. I wanted to ask you that once we were here, if that was him or not.
Okay, I'd kind of forgotten about that bit. But yeah, here we have Armili. As if sent on a mission by the ancient gods, our heroes cut their way through Greenfinger's Grove. The smell of hazard and fungus hit them as they searched for the fabled peppermint puffer. Hello, Ink. Okay. Okay, Ink wants to get into the closet again for some reason, so give me a sec to open it up. Yes. I think I've said this before, but sometimes she just wants to sit up somewhere high. Don't know why.
Most cats want to do that, so they can survive their kingdom.
Yeah, it's more that I think it's more that she just wants to sit on my clothes for the moment. She's sitting on my pants, just sitting on my pants in case anyone tries to mishear an H in that first word.
Oh dear. What the heck? Huh? I recently washed my silk clothes that I used to clean my glasses with actual clothing soap. instead of just dish soap I got recommended. Horrible. And they still smell nice from washing them last week.
Okay, some powerful perfume in that then.
Yeah, here's the thing. This cloth I'm holding now was first gray, then got green from the dishwash, and now it's lovely gray again. Like, lovely, nice white gray. So yeah, I'm gonna ignore most weird house sheep alternatives for they many of them obviously do not work.
Anyways, Copernica, will you stop narrating everything? Chapter 3 in the Hero's Handbook clearly points out the importance of visualizing. Visualizing my foot, that fully illustrated book of yours is a pun-ridden cringe fest. Hey, don't diss the book. Okay, she sat in my closet for like a minute and now she's already taking off. By the way, when are we eating? We should have taken Galileo up on that breakfast offer before we left. He didn't invite us for breakfast. He said he'd rather eat the slow gathering dust in his basement before joining our mushroom hunt. And his mushroom we're hunting is important enough for you to literally pull me out of bed? You can't do real alchemy from the comfort of a bed. A few of the professors at the college actually tried that. But the rest of them shriveled up over their research in musty, sun-forsaken labs. There was one professor, though, who really inspired me. She underlined the importance of actually going out in the world to deploy knowledge practically, for the good of the many. Today's deployment is about finding the medicinal peppermint puffer. Not only is it anti-hypertensive, hepatoprotective, and nephroprotective, it can also... you're setting me in the mood for stew. We are not making stew. Look, let's just get going. I knew you get restless, so why don't you take the lead for a while? Okay, we can move around with the arrow keys. WASD works as well.
These crazy girls, and yes, both are girls.
Yeah. Let's see. Many objects in the world, such as the mushroom patch ahead, can be interacted with. Move near the mushrooms and use the controls shown below, or by clicking on them with the mouse to look at them. Okay. Hey, that was easy. Time enough to get these cooked up before the rooster crows. Unfortunately, these are common brushwood amanitas. Yeah, amanitas, I believe it said. We're after a peppermint puffer, remember? Dang. Also, they're poisonous, so don't eat them. Double dang! Also, do you not really need to eat your robots? Steambots? True.
Also, somehow they feel like both of them could combine to become you in a way.
Coglin? Yeah! More of those pompous posers from the village. Wait a minute. I knew the guild had some fishy hang-arounds, but you're practically rattling around in that bulky armor. Did you just call me scrawny? Whoa, easy now. We didn't say... This armor fits perfectly. Here we go. Okay, and yeah, this game's combat is both turn-based and card-based. Punch card battles. Battles are fought using punch cards. Each turn you'll draw up to 6 cards. These cards represent abilities your heroes can use. You can use up to 3 cards to play each turn. The cards will be lined up at the top of the screen. When you're happy with the cards you've selected, press the Finish Turn button. If you prefer, you can also select cards and targets by clicking on them with your mouse, or right-clicking to cancel. A few alternate options for interacting with your cards will be available by hovering over them in your hands too. Always good to have options. So yeah, I've never really gotten... I don't even know... I think I have Slay the Spire, but I'm pretty sure I never got any far in that. But the combat, to my knowledge, is pretty similar to that, to this. Okay. So we can...
I think this one might be older.
Let's see. Our melee upgrades heals our melee by 75% magic and raises our strength by 1 grade for 3 turns. Okay, so a bit of self-heal and empower. And then we just have a few attacks. Book Bash. 100% strength as physical damage to one foe. And Mana Barrier. One ally a damage shield equal to 20% of their max HP. For up to 3 turns. Okay. Let's cast that on, well, the more fragile one. And then just beat the absolute crap out of these coglins. Finish turn. We get some new... Oh no, that's not... Those are their moves. Double stab. Okay. Nope. Flame Wave and Flame Pillar. Upgrades and skills. Your heroes can play 3 kinds of cards. Strike, Upgrade, and Skill. Strike cards are just what they sound like. Basic, uncomplicated attacks that deal damage to your enemies. Upgrade cards empower your heroes temporarily in some way. As your heroes use strike or upgrade cards, they'll build up steam pressure, or SP, that can be spent to play powerful skill cards. aka you want to do basic attacks to build up power for strong attacks. So, let's cook ourselves some coglins.
It's a little bit too rich in iron and copper, ain't it?
Okay. And then we just book bash one of them. There we go. It also shows how much steam power we build up with these moves. So yeah, we started with 3, then we used 3, but those attacks just added up 2, which it showed here beforehand as well. Each strike or upgrade card generates 1 SP. Your heroes have a shared pool of SP. Skill cards are very versatile and powerful, but but if you don't have enough SP, you can't play them at all. Manage your pool of SP wisely. So yeah, we have 2 of these Brave Buster attacks, 44. That's probably also because of her 340 as strength. Probably because she's also enhanced her strength. So this is just going to instant kill. May as well throw these out. I'll have to check if there is a way to just finish the turn when we've already done all that we. I'll just have to see if we can end turns early. But it's not too big of a thing. 3 trashium scraps and 10 gold. Easy as mushroom pie. Pie. We clearly stepped into Coglin turf here. Let's just try and get it out in one piece, okay? You think there's more of them? Awesome! It's like hurting a small tornado. A small, scrawny tornado.
Oh dear, a nice banner. Also, do you want me to voice act some of the enemies?
If you want, sure. Or you can would you want to voice act Copernica? Though that would probably be quite a bit since, well, this is an RPG, and they are one of the probably 2 main characters.
I don't think I can be able to do that voice I would probably want to do for her without wrecking my voice.
Okay, so you can be the Coglins then for now, or whatever other enemies you want to be or want to voice act. Our heroes chanced upon a relic, a testament to the glorious battles of past, and some long-forgotten treasure. More likely Coglin loot stolen from unwary travelers. The Hero's Handbook declares, after beating up ruffians fair and square, the champion deserves a proper reward. But, so yeah, loot. 2 repair vials. Recovery items can be used to heal your heroes or cure status conditions. They're a good way of dealing with challenges that you can't solve with cards alone, but supplies are limited. You can find recovery items in chests by defeating enemies or by buying them from merchants. We're probably going to end up hoarding these things like mad, aren't we?
Oh no.
Items menu, selecting recovery items. Automatically revived and cured of negative status conditions at the end of each battle, so some items can't be used this way. Battle menu. Recovery items. Recovery items used this way count as playing a card for the turn, so think carefully about the right time to use them. Okay.
You will not be hoarding healing items that easily. You will actually be able to use them.
Okay. Oh shoot, more of those pint-sized troublemakers. Let's ambush them. The Hero's Handbook describes just what to do in a situation like this. Like maybe shut up and don't let them hear you. There's 2 whole pages with diagrams on how to startle a Coglin. And? You sneak up behind them, strike first, and gain the upper hand. You must realize that regardless from which direction you come waving a sword at anyone, you will startle them. Oh, should we say the method works on anybody? The book is great. Preemptive strike. And Copernika's developing a migraine, even though she doesn't have an actual brain to get a migraine with. Beware. Foes will engage you if they see you. Gain an upper hand against them by pressing the indicated button when they are close enough to attempt a preemptive strike. This will cause your foes to begin the battle already wounded. So, okay, enter works on that. There we go. Yep. Slide into place. Okay, redrawing cards. You can redraw cards in your hand up to 2 times each turn. Redrawing a card means that the selected card will be discarded and replaced by a new card from your deck. Discarded cards will eventually make their way back to your hand, so don't hesitate to use redraw often to get rid of unplayable cards. And remember, if you neither play nor redraw anything, your hand will not change. Okay. Let's see. We don't have any steam power to start with. It didn't deal too much damage, but still, any little bit can help. 10 times 3 damage. Okay, let's cast one of these. And let's see, can we redraw any of those? Oh, bravado. Not. Yeah, let's use it anyways. Any future moves are going to be strengthened anyways then. There. If we can build up a... If we can... Yeah, there's probably going to be critical hits. Any RPG, or any good RPG, has critical hits to some degree. So if we can get Copernika's critical chance up, then attacks like this would be a lot of... would have quite a damage potential. For now, let's just finish that one off. Burn this one. And let's redraw this one. There. Finish. Okay. And there we go. Okay, almost a level. Okay, and continuing on. Oh, hello. Okay, we can't interact with anything there.
Sword.
Oh, hello.
I will voice act every we speak.
Okay. Let's see. I wonder how much this attack bonus can stack, if at all. Okay, let's start with that. Then we go for that.
What are you fighting, I wonder?
It doesn't give a name. Oh, okay, we can finish early. Okay, nice to know. And Brave Buster. Okay. Okay, that gives +2 on that. Okay. Mana barrier. Okay, let's see if this stacks. Then we do that. And yeah, that won't finish it. Okay, it does not stack. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. There. And that should be more than plenty. Actually, just the just the fire spiral would have been enough. Yeah. Okay, I do not get what's up with my stomach. That has me just rather burpy today. Or tonight. More smoldering embers. Okay. Steel bracer. Equipment. You found an accessory item. Before it'll do you any good, you must first open up the pause menu and equip the accessory in the equipment menu. Select the character you wish to equip it to, and select the accessory slot to reveal a list of available items. Okay.
I thought of the wrong kind of bracer. The one for the teeth.
Okay. Plus 20% health. Can you use it? Okay. I get this feeling, for some of these might be character specific, but also a lot of them are going to be, well, more general.
Yeah, and
12 magic, 11...
it would make sense for Armely to use... Pardon? And my body wants to burp mid the conversation.
Yeah, she's the tank at the moment, so it makes sense to give it to her. Look, Copernica. Even the Konglins have raised statues over Gilgamech, the true ancient hero. The majestic pose, the pride of a great deed oozing from every cut of the chisel. Their statues are literally everywhere. Of course they are. Gilgamech saved our kingdom from certain doom. He defeated a huge snarling behemoth, tore out its evil heart with his bare hands, and you can relive that very moment in your hero's coloring handbook. At least Konglins know how to appreciate the heroes of the past. Unlikely. They seem to be more into piles of garbage and lumber held together by yarn. Hero statues. These artfully majestic homages to the ancient hero serve as a good place to sit down for a while and get some rest. Approach the statue to save your progress. Interact with it to restore your hero's health. However, be aware that this also respawns all nearby enemies. So, sort of like a bonfire... Well, basically exactly like bonfires in Dark Souls, but more RPG.
Yeah,
okay.
But a good way to actually grant XP if needed.
Yeah. That can be an issue in some RPGs where you just run out of things to kill eventually. Wait, can it be? The peppermint puffer! It's even more majestic than I could imagine. Success smells like peppermint. It will be like eating breakfast, dessert, and brushing your teeth at the same time. We are not going to... You know what? Let's just grab it and get out of here. Okay, this can't be that easy. Just like the grinding gears of endless time, our heroes halted to catch their breath. With their peppermint perfume prize in hand, they ready their swords? Hands off. This peppermint puffer will clean out the mold from the funnel in the old well. We're helping the entire village. We need to dry it in one whole piece to extract all... Bro, did you hear that? I can't help it. This sweet and crisp scent makes me hungry by the second. I don't think that was your belly. I forgot about this thing. Oh, darn. Whoa, I know what you're going to say, but imagine how much stew we could...
Roar!
Eat... My mushrooms. You want the... Yeah, you want the voice? Go ahead.
My mushrooms, fantastic, compass, beautiful mushrooms.
Easy there, Chief. We're just here to pick some of these...
Suspecting ancient mushrooms, ravagers.
I'm not a ravager, I'm an alchemist.
Grumpus doesn't care. Grumpus will teach you not to plunder nature.
Okay, boss time.
I hope I wasn't too loud there.
Nah, Not on my end, at least. Damage comes in 5 elements. Physical, fire, frost, storm, and arcane. A card's damage type is shown on the card. Some enemies have natural resistance or weakness to certain elements, and some cards can raise or lower elemental defense. Use the right elements to maximize the damage you deal. Okay. 610 damage, and they have their own Steam power gauge.
Wouldn't that... Well, actually, okay, makes sense. It could be spore power.
Actually, let's see how much extra damage fire may deal. This does 10 damage 3 times. Let's see how much damage it deals to this guy specifically. Okay, 50% extra damage.
Oh dear, and I feel like that cutscene gives me more proof that these two are you in two separate versions of you. You will eat that.
If one of your heroes falls to 0 health, that hero is scrapped. If all active heroes become scrapped, game over. Cards belonging to a scrapped hero become useless and waste space in your hands. Make sure to redraw those cards. Scrapped heroes are repaired after each fight, but health is otherwise not restored between fights. You can heal during battle using certain cards, but that can be tricky. Visit a hero statue or use a recovery item to restore health outside of combat. Okay. Let's use Bravado. Then Brave Buster. And let's put up a barrier. We're probably going to be here for a bit. Okay. Also, I think when we originally showcased this, we went with Knight, I think. And it doesn't seem like the values of the attacks and the health have actually been changed, so... Well, I think the difficulty slider made more effects, like how many recovery items we get and such. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, there. And there. Let's redraw these two.
Yeah, it could also be what kind of cards the AI we get and how tricky the AI is.
Or, yeah, how smart they play it.
Yeah.
And that's our first status effect. Status conditions. Some cards inflict status conditions. These are negative effects that linger on the target for several turns. For example, poison makes the victim take damage at the end of each turn. Fortunately, most conditions go away on their own after a few turns. You can review a list of all conditions from the compendium menu. Okay. There's no need to use this again since the power-up is still in effect. So let's burn. And yeah, this one is better to use when there's a group of enemies. This one is better for single targets like a big boss. Let's redraw that. Okay, can't use that. Let's do that. And just for the sake of it, put up a barrier on our melee as well. Well, now that flame wave is going to be more useful. Okay.
Flame wave? I thought we had fire pillar.
Yep. We have both.
Okay, I missed the other one.
Oh, actually, Bravado has run out, so let's start up again. Just burn them all, and then give you a final smack.
Burn in holy fire.
There we go. Okay, that probably would have enhanced the smaller ones as well. Okay. One. There. Okay. I'm probably overdoing it with the barriers, but better to lose temporary hit points than to lose more permanent hit points. Prevention is better than curing. during or something like that. Okay, bravado is still in effect. So let's just go for a full beatdown.